Hello everyone. Today is a very exciting day because we are going to be launching with you our Maiden Hill Knowledge Organisers. So some of you may already know what a knowledge organiser is. You may have used them in lessons, but I'm going to give you a quick overview of what a knowledge organiser is with a bit more detail to follow. So knowledge organisers are essentially a summary of all of the key facts and essential knowledge that you're going to need for any given unit of work. They will include what's called threshold knowledge, which allows you to further your learning. So that would mean all of the basic things that you need to know to be able to access the course. What's important to understand is that it is not absolutely everything that you need to know. It is the basics of what you need to know to be able to build on. It is essential that you know this stuff, but it's not the only thing that you're going to be learning this year. It's also important to know that a knowledge organiser is not as expert as your teacher. Your teachers are the people who have created these knowledge organisers, and they've made them with you in mind, but they're the people that really know their stuff. So what is the purpose of a knowledge organiser? Well, we've done some research, and that research says that for students to be able to succeed, they need to have a foundation of factual knowledge and understand those facts. So a knowledge organiser will help you to do that because the way that we're going to use them is going to help you to retrieve that knowledge, so to be able to recall and remember it, and then apply it in lots of different situations. That means that it can support your memorization of really important knowledge. It can also build your confidence and resilience and your self-regulation. So that means that you are more able to tackle problems on your own. It means that you can store way more in your long-term memory to help free up your capacity in your brain, and it means that it will be easier and quicker to do things in class. And it also helps your teachers as well. We use that as a starting point for really effective curriculum design. So it means that when you get to a lesson, we're going to have thought really carefully about what you're learning and how that fits in with everything else that you need to know. So why are we choosing knowledge organisers? Knowledge organisers provide the key to the rest of the knowledge that you need to know. They open the door into everything else. It also means that we can really use them to help with your knowledge recall. And like I said earlier, that means that if you're able to recall knowledge really quickly, you can free up all of that space in your brain for deep learning and hard skills. And that's going to help you in the long term. So you can see here what's called a forgetting curve. So the more often that you go over information, the more likely it is that you are going to retain that information. You can see each time you are more likely to remember that information for longer, and you remember more information. So the more that we use this basic key knowledge, the easier it is for you to learn the really hard stuff. So what can we do with knowledge organisers? How might you see them being used in your classes? They might be used in study time during tutor sessions. They might be used as revision. They might be used for knowledge recall tests. You might see them used in detentions or be able to use them. You could use them in catch-up lessons. If you've missed a lesson, you could use your knowledge organiser to catch up what you didn't do. It means that we can share what you're learning in class in real depth with your parents, and you can have conversations about it. It might form part of your independent study. And it also helps to build those revision techniques that you're going to need to use in Year 10 and Year 11, but by the time that you get there, you're going to be experts at it. So here are the expectations on responsibility for your knowledge organisers. You are in charge of looking after your knowledge organisers. You will notice if you look in your planners that they are now part of your equipment list. Our expectation of you is that you use them to memorise and build on information in each knowledge organiser. So you don't think, I know this stuff and that's it. You're going to build on that. You're going to use them for revision methods. You need to keep them neat and tidy, so they can't be scrumpled up in your bag. You need to look after them. You need to ensure that you have each subject listed in your folder. So on your folder you'll have a contents page, and you need to make sure that all of the relevant subjects are in there. You need to make sure that you are bringing them to school every single day. And you are responsible for referring to them in lessons, as well as your teachers, and for using them for your independent study. So how are they set up? Year 7s, you will have some orange folders. Year 8, you will have pink folders. And Year 9, you will have purple folders. Key Stage 4, you will be responsible for creating your own in your own time. So you may find that your teachers are using them. You may find that they are actively giving them to you. You will need to find a way of storing that. So teachers may want to pause here to hand out the folders. You are going to be setting up your knowledge organisers today. So you're going to be putting in the front page, the contents and the revision techniques. And then going forwards, from today onwards, in all of your subjects, you will begin to receive your knowledge organisers to put in your folder, and you'll need to put them in the order that they appear on your contents page. Now, just a quick note on the next slide is about your setup for the knowledge organisers and what they're going to look like. So I've got an example for you here. You need to take out the white strip at the top, and on it you need to write knowledge organiser, your name and your tutor group. So like the picture here, this is what you need to do. So you might want to pause here and do that. You then need to put in the revision techniques page and the contents page. So the contents page goes at the very front, and then you will fill these in your lessons, and remember to use the contents page to put them in the correct order. Now, if you have any questions, you can ask your tutor. They may be able to answer them, but if they can't, then they can always email me, Mrs. Tardival, with any questions. Enjoy!